After a crazy week one, we're here to give y'all our week two. We're going to talk about these games that happened, the craziness that happened in the NFL as it stands. We're going to try to make y'all some money, give y'all some fantasy football decisions. This is Disqualified Opinions. Our opinions are validated. Got the man to the right, my man DC. How you doing today?
You know, another day, another dollar out here, man. I'm just trying to get these picks right.
Got my man to the left, my man Rel.
Man, it was a tough week. It was a good week one, though. I will say that. It was a couple good games.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it wasn't too many blowouts. Most teams look competitive.
Yeah. It looked like it was going to be a really good season.
And y'all know we missing one, but we'll go over what his picks was as well. DC, can you give us a rundown on last week and how everything shaked out?
Yep. All right, so, the Colts had to be the Colts and find a way to tie against a team they have no business tying against. So, that being said, me and Riles both went 11-4-1. Rel went 10-5-1. Byron went 8-7-1. Digging a hole for yourself early, Byron.
That he is. We're going to jump straight into week two. Give y'all some fantasy advice here and there as the games go. And some over-under. Try to make y'all some money. We got a good Thursday night game. If it wasn't for injuries, I think this game would be even better. But the Chargers go to the Chiefs. Keenan Allen will more than likely miss this game, dealing with a hamstring injury. The Chiefs looked amazing in week one. Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdowns.
No other word for it.
They distributed the ball as well as I guess they could in any form. If Keenan Allen was playing this game, I probably would have picked the Chargers to win. I still might.
Did they announce his injury?
They did. I can double check to make sure, but I could have swore I seen it earlier. More than likely, he's out.
What was it, like a hamstring or something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just so quick of a turnaround, man.
Still, he listed as questionable.
If Keenan Allen plays, then I'll take the Chargers. If not, give me the Chiefs.
I'm going to still go with the Chiefs. Like I said, Pat, he looks good. There's no one person you can zero in on.
Except Travis Kelce.
I mean, he's still going to get his touches. It's Travis Kelce.
That's true.
Yeah, he even had Juju looking decent. Besides that fumble. Like, I don't remember the last time Juju looked good. But Pat made him look good. It's going to be a high scoring day. But I just think when it comes to things like this, the Chiefs usually win when it's a shootout. So give me Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Do they cover the 4-point spread?
No. I think they may win by 3.
I, too, am going to pick the Chiefs. It's not really making me any difference if Keenan Allen plays or not, because even if he does play, it's going to be a hamstring, riddled Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
And he thrives off making cuts and getting open with his route runnings. He's not going to be able to do that to his full extent. Give me the Chiefs. I don't trust anybody on that Chiefs defense. And I don't think Pat Mahomes is going to throw 31 for 38 again or whatever he was last week.
Not.
30 for 39.
That Chargers had
360.
actually a pretty decent defense.
Yeah, that secondary is top tier. Yeah. So I do think they'll make it a little bit tougher. But I think the Chiefs are at home. They usually are tough at home, especially at night.
Meta Portal Go.
So I'm going to pick them to go 2-0 to start the year, which is interesting because I did not like their chances in the division. But
yeah, especially the way the Broncos play.
Things are falling in their favor early. Yeah. So hopefully, we'll see if they can capitalize on that.
You got them covering the spread?
Yes.
Start everybody that plays in this game in fantasy. The over-under for this game is 54.5, and
take the over.
Take the over, yes.
You have the Chiefs defense?
Actually, I don't know if I got them covering. I thought I got it been exactly 31-27 Chiefs.
Okay. Yeah, but I definitely will take the over on this, and I'm starting everybody besides defenses in this game.
I'm probably not starting Juju. I don't think Juju.
You don't think so?
No. I think J.C. Jackson's a shutdown corner. So
he didn't play last week. I think he's hurt.
Okay, well that changes some things. If J.C. Jackson doesn't play, that is kind of I picked him to lose anyway. He is questionable for this game. So, Yeah. If J.C. Jackson don't play, then yes, like he said, start everybody.
He didn't play last week either.
I was gonna say Dark Cobb. He threw 3 picks.
Yeah, crazy. Ravens at Dolphins.
The Dolphins come here, so it's the Dolphins at the Ravens.
I'm sorry, Dolphins at
I was
Ravens. My
already
bad.
saying, 'cause that might change.
Both of these teams, I think their defenses played really well week 1. As you all know, we're not sold on Tua on this show too frequently.
Unless Byron's here.
Yep. I'm taking the Ravens to win this game. I'm taking us to cover as well.
What's the spread?
3.5. But I'm taking the under on 44.5 points scored.
Absolutely.
I think that's about. I think we will score around the same thing we scored last week.
Mm-hmm. By 24.
Yeah, and if that's the case, I'll take the over on that because I got it probably 24-17 Ravens.
Well, no, it's 44.5. So that's under.
Oh, that's under here.
It's under, yeah.
All right, yeah. That's actually a good over under. About right. But yeah, take the under then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If I would like to see what the Ravens do at the running back position, especially if J.K. comes back. That was the one position on offense that did not really perform well. Ravens got 2 good performances from Duvernay and Bateman last week, even though Bateman only had 2 catches. It was the one long play where he stretched the field where we haven't seen that, and it feels like forever.
Yeah. Honestly.
Mark Andrews had a kind of quiet debut, but it was more of a balanced kind of attack, and Lamar was pretty good with throwing for the most part. So I think the Ravens cover.
So of course I'm going with the Ravens. I do think it's going to be a what score you said? Like 27-17?
I said 24-17.
Yeah, I think it'll be around that. Yeah, about a touchdown. Maybe closer, honestly. I don't know. The Dolphins really, besides 1 year that I can think about, they kind of played us pretty decent. But
They beat us, what, last year?
Last year, we
Yeah.
did that cover 0.
Yeah, I'm more so worried about their defense because Lamar tends to make, mistakes here and there. Not so worried about the offense except their speed.
They are a speedy group. I hope Marcus Peters is back this week.
Yeah, I do.
And we lost.
Jawan James.
Fuller.
No, I was talking about Fuller. Yeah, I was talking about Fuller on defense. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to start anyway.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but if Ronnie Stanley not back, that means we got Patrick McCarr at left tackle.
Who do the Dolphins got rushing and passing? Oh, all right.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going with the Ravens. I would definitely take the under. Yeah, Lamar, hold on to the ball, please.
Melvin Ingram and Jerome Baker.
Yeah, they did Mac up, but that's a different story.
Melvin Ingram looked heavy too. He looked big.
Yeah, you seen him?
I think it's
Like,
that
he
single
looked
digit
big.
number.
He was big last year.
With no sleeves or nothing.
Yeah, he just looked big.
Yeah. Justin Houston looked good last week too.
All the old dudes look good.
Yeah.
Like Calais looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Pierce,
Michael Pierce looked.
Yeah, he looked.
He not old yet, but yeah,
No, he looked really.
He just ain't
good.
played in 2 years.
facts. And he looked fresh.
Hopefully, we can have the same output from the defense on tour.
Browns at Jets, DC.
So I struggle with this game, and I struggle with this game because I think the Jets will have more fight to them this year. I just think they have some deficiencies, especially at O-line and I guess quarterback. No matter who's out there for them. Not to say that Cleveland has all the answers at quarterback, but I at this point I would take Jacoby Brissett over Joe Flacco. So
Most definitely.
give me Cleveland. The spread is 6. They don't cover. And honestly, don't start anybody in this game because why would you have anybody that plays for the Jets or the Browns? Think about it.
So definitely going with the Browns. I would start Nick Chubb. Because they're definitely going to give him the ball a lot.
It depends. If the Jets played the run like they did against us,
But that's what the Browns.
Leonard
I don't
Williams.
see. I won't. I feel like that's what the Browns are tailored for. They're gonna tote the rock. We were a little with the running game, and I'm pretty sure they thought the same thing. But I think the Browns, between him and Kareem Hunt, they're gonna tote the rock. And Jacoby Brissett is a pretty decent game manager, so give me the Browns.
I'll also take the Browns. Unlike DC, I would start Nick Chubb, Michael Carter. I would start any of the running backs in this game.
Definitely not starting
Nah,
Michael
probably,
Carter.
yeah,
Sorry,
probably not the
Michael Carter.
Jets.
He had
Probably
10
not
for
the-
60 on us last week. I'll start Mike. That's 6 yards per rush. I'll start him. He had like 2 or 3 big runs last
But
week.
I also mentioned we played the run terribly, and I don't think Cleveland's going to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, especially with that front.
I start every running back in this game.
Yeah, I wouldn't start Kareem Hunt either.
He balled.
He scored twice,
Oh,
but
yeah, they're
it was
gonna be
like
winning.
convenient.
They're gonna be winning. Yeah, I don't know if I would start Kareem Hunt. They're gonna be winning. They ain't gonna need to throw him the ball too much.
No, they're going to be winning, so they are going to
He's going to touch
I
the
said
rock.
throw him the ball.
It don't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
He going to touch the rock. I just feel like
Him scoring 2 touchdowns is highly unlikely. So because he went off last week, that's the only reason why I'm away from Kareem Hunt.
Not mad at that. Commanders at Lions.
that's actually another tough game to me. I'm gonna go with Commanders. I'm gonna go with the Commanders. I have no faith in this pick at all. So if I was to go to the casino, I probably would bet on the spread or something else. Probably not who wins.
I'll get to the spread in a second.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, I just have more faith in Jared. I was gonna mess that up. I got more faith in
Carson
Carson Wentz than Jared Goff.
Number 1 versus the number 2 pick. Not
I
only-
actually like their wide receivers and the weapons that they have there. It was Jahan Dotson. He had a pretty decent
Scary
game for
Terry.
them. Yeah, so
He had a quiet game.
yeah, Jahan Dotson, he won the game for him. But Carson, you gotta stop turning the ball over, man.
He actually looked decent in that first game.
27. Yeah, 313, 4 touchdowns, 2
Two
picks.
picks.
Bro, you mean to tell me I was looking hard for this shirt and this one right there? But to the game, I'm gonna actually pick Detroit. And it could be the Hard Knocks getting the best of me. It could be how they played against Philly last week.
They really
I
well
just
against
think
Philly last week.
I think they fight hard for their coach. I think the only thing Detroit lacks is talent, which is a lot. But I think they are well coached. I think they fight hard, and I think Washington can be had if you hit them hard enough. I think Aiden Hutchinson's the real deal, so I think he'll make his debut very nicely this week against Carson Wentz, who does not move like he used to be able to. So, give me Detroit. The spread is actually Detroit by 2.5, and I have them by that same, maybe a field goal. So give me Detroit and give me the cover.
I'm taking Washington in this game. I think that Carson Wentz is starting to learn how to not play the hero ball that has got him in trouble in years past. He's dumping down to the running backs. He's making the smart play instead of the needing to always try to hit that big play, which I think will lead to success with this team. And I think that they will win. I'm also taking the under on 49 points as well.
Yeah, but I think when you see Detroit put up 35
That
last
was
week,
Oh, yeah, I give you that.
yeah,
That
but
was-
the
that was a
Eagles
shootout.
a little their deep.
Their defense did not perform.
Yeah,
how we
that's
thought
what
they
I'm
would.
saying. Eh.
I guess it's just
It's
for
the
them to be
Eagles, so,
the favorite. But I mean, Detroit, if Jared Goff is okay, like if he has his head on right, he's an average NFL quarterback. I think they don't have much around him, but I do like both of their running backs. I like Jamal Williams and I
Swift.
like DeAndre Swift.
I agree. Colts at Jaguars.
Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts.
So
I don't know if I'm gonna pick the Jaguars to win the game this year right now.
I can't say I didn't think I would pick Detroit until I saw how they played in week 1. But I'm picking the Colts strictly and only for the simple fact that they have to at some point win in Jacksonville. They've not won in Jacksonville since 16, 17. They have not won in Jacksonville in a very long time. So I think
that's actually a really good stat.
Since probably since Andrew Luck.
yeah, Andrew Luck was the last one to win, and even then his record wasn't good. They have not won in Jacksonville in years. So I just think law of averages. It's the same reason, which is why. So this is Cleveland's first week 1 win since 2006.
Yeah.
Since Twitter.
Yeah. So I picked Cleveland kind of on the law of averages last week. I'm sticking with it, and that's why I'm picking the Colts this week. And 4 points, they cover just because I don't see who's scoring in Jacksonville.
They cover.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts as well. Matt Ryan actually played a decent game.
Jonathan Taylor did
Jonathan
too.
Taylor did too. There's no way they should have.
They started out really slow.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Davis Mills. I told you I like that kid. But yeah, I'm going with the Colts. Give the ball Jonathan Taylor. Matt Ryan, really good game manager. Get the ball to Pittman like you did. You know, they do cover. Colts cover. I'm sorry.
Bucks at Saints.
Ooh, I'm going with probably go with Tampa Bay. Old reliables there.
Literally old.
Yeah.
He wasn't reliable last week though.
Yeah, no, not at all. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just going with the Bucks. I did like the way the Saints played, but you can't come back against the Bucks. Not like that.
Bet. Let me ask you this: do Jameis still start for the Saints?
Yes.
Give me Tampa.
Pain everywhere. Just had to get it done.
I'm taking Tampa as well. Give me the cover of the 3 points and give me the over on 44 points scored.
I mean, well, you gotta also consider the fact that Mike Evans is going to get shut down because every time he plays against New Orleans,
Yeah, he don't show up.
one person locks him up every single time. So if you got Mike Evans, sit that man. Don't play with Lattimore. Lattimore shuts Mike down every single time they play.
It's gonna be. I do think. Oh, you said you gonna take the over.
Yeah, on 44 points scored. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good game. I will say that because it was in the division. I actually do like that Saints defense. They have a lot of big names on there. It's gonna be good, and I do like the Tampa offense. They got Julio. What's his name? Goodwin.
Godwin.
Godwin.
He's hurt. He's not playing.
He hurt.
Yeah,
He hurt his hamstring. He came back too early.
That's a hurt number.
Came back too early.
Lenny, do your thing.
Didn't even need him last week if he was being honest.
Yeah. That first play, that's why when I seen him, it was good to see him back, but I didn't even think he was going to play at all.
Did not need him to come back. I'll go. Panthers at Giants. I picked the Panthers to win last week. I picked the Giants to win last week. With that being said, I'm picking the Giants to win again. I would have never thought I would have said the Giants would start this year 2-0.
Hey, Coach, how you say it?
Dabo.
He got them boys playing over there, man.
I'm taking the Giants. I'm taking your man Danny Dimes to deliver a win.
If Saquon can keep it up, and at least they might get like at least 6 wins.
It's interesting. I didn't see Dabo bringing a run game necessarily to New York. I had questions about Saquon based on his recent history. But if they are committed to running the football like they did last week, I'm going to also take the Giants. They are a 2.5-point favorite. I think they cover. I don't know what it is about Baker Mayfield, but I just can't get with him ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Giants. Hey, Danny, keep being a game manager, man. Keep handing the ball off and make consistent throws here and there, and you might be starting next year.
If they can get out of Danny, they're going to get out of Danny.
If he plays decent this year, they're going to stick with him.
I would.
I wouldn't either.
They're going to stick with him.
And I feel like they would have to win like 9 games for him to get another year because anything less than that, you can probably
I feel like
draft the
they are,
quarterback.
especially in that division with the Cowboys taking the hit they just took. They
Yeah,
could possibly get there.
we'll get to them in a second.
Trash.
Steelers at Patriots. I'm mad I have this team starting 2-0, but give me the Steelers to win this game. I'm not a believer of Mac Jones. I've never been a believer of Mac Jones.
Bro, none of us
He
are.
looked horrible last week. The whole entire Patriots offense looked horrible last week. Last I checked, they don't even have an offensive coordinator, so I'm not believing in this offense. Give me the Steelers.
Yeah, I think we're all going with the. I don't even want to say their names, but let's go ahead and put them down there.
I call them the bitches. So, my thing with that is if Najee Harris is not playing, I think they lose. So
I don't even think the Patriots have enough to.
Najee got hurt. I mean, they didn't have nothing last year and they won 9 games. So
I mean, yeah, sure, but I feel like as much as I don't like the quarterback for the Steelers, him with those wide receivers, he can make something happen. I still think the Steelers will win.
that's Riles' man's. That ain't my man's.
He's just not that bad, bro. I'm not saying he's good. I'm just saying he's not bad.
He's a bottom tier quarterback. Like
he's better than Daniel Jones.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he better than Daniel Jones.
I don't know about that.
Stop, yo. He better than Danny.
I don't know about that, bro. I might take Danny. No, I'm not taking Danny.
I know you not. I wasn't even about to entertain that.
I'm not taking. No, it is close though. I really did. I really did have to think about it. It's not a clear cut like you said it is.
Mitchell Trubisky wins football games, bro.
That's an overrated stat, but
it is. But
I too will take the bitches. But again, if Najee wasn't playing, I would flop this pick because T.J. Watt is going to miss some time. I know he feels like Superman, and he said he's going to be back. I hear all that, but if your pec is actually torn, it's not going to be back in a month. But either way, he's not playing on Sunday. So if they didn't have both of them, I would pick the Patriots, but I expect Najee to play, so give me the bitches.
But if he doesn't, you going Pats? Najee doesn't play.
If Najee doesn't play, then yeah, I'm going Pats.
Okay. Rams at Falcons, bro.
I actually like what the Rams did last week.
They played.
Not the Rams. Ooh, my fault. I actually like what the Falcons did running the ball with Cordell Patterson and Mariota. I'm going with the Rams though. I think the Falcons are going to be their first win because the Rams played abysmally. Like, they played horribly, and I'm pretty sure they...
By the Rams, you meant Matthew Stafford.
Yes, I mean...
John Matthew Stafford.
There's no way he plays that bad again.
I don't think
he plays that bad
I don't
again,
think
bro.
so. Yeah, you have other weapons. Please look for them.
That's probably not going to happen.
Yo had, what was it, 12 catches for like... No, it was 10 catches.
No, it was more
13
than 13
for 128 and a touchdown.
13. And on like, what, 18 targets?
Yeah,
probably so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, find somebody else, please, man.
He ain't gonna do that, but I still got them winning this game. However,
15 targets. That man caught 13 or 15 for 128 and a touchdown,
sick,
bro.
Yo.
My little Cooper Cup, boy. If you know me, you know I always believed in him. But I'll let you go.
I'm gonna pick the Rams, but I don't have them covering this 10-point game, and it's because of that run game bro I was just talking about. I think the Falcons will have some moderate success as long as they can somehow circumnavigate around the force field that is Aaron Donald. But I think they'll be able to have some different levels of success.
Mariota has to take care of the ball when he throws it.
I also think Bobby Wagner is not Seattle Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner looked slow.
Yeah.
Even Ramsey didn't look too good.
Oh, no, Ramsey got cooked. Let's talk about it. Ramsey got cooked. He gave up. I think he was out of 7 targets, he gave up 6 completions, over 100 yards and a touchdown.
It was bad.
It was real bad. And I don't even know what it was on the deep ball that went. It was like he was just jogging in place.
Yeah.
I thought
he wasn't expecting it.
I think he was trying to play Josh Allen eyes instead of Stephon Diggs.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like you can get away with like lapsing and paying attention if that's not Stephon Diggs.
Facts.
If that's Gabriel Davis, I'm not having the same smoke, even though it's still
Davis was lighting him up too at first.
Yeah, but he the deep threat.
I mean, first of all, y'all know how my guy Josh Allen gets down, bro. That's just we'll get to them also, but you know how my guy gets down, bro. So, but yeah, give me the Rams. I don't like them to cover.
They're not covering that time.
Give me the Rams, and I'm taking the cover. I'm taking them covering this 10-point game. I think they're gonna.
Yeah, you got disrespect in your heart for that.
I think they got embarrassed the night they received their rings, and so I think they have to try to embarrass somebody the next week. I think they.
If Atlanta can run the ball anywhere near what they did, they're not getting them.
Give me them by 12.
Interesting.
12. Seahawks at 49ers.
Give me the 49ers. They are not covering this 10, and I have to believe that Trey Lance cannot look any worse than Russell Wilson looked last week, or than Trey Lance looked last week. I think he'll learn from his first game. He'll have some growing pains. He'll have some decent weather since he's back in California. Although that Rams field, that 49ers field, the surface is usually uneven and a lot of injuries happen there. So I hope he's not doing too much running. But I think his legs will get more involved this game.
Has to.
I think he'll get Debo more involved this game.
Have to.
So, give me the 49ers.
I agree.
See, this is why we need Byron, bro. He would have mixed it up and said some wild shit by now.
I agree.
I think we all is in
49ers, y'all actually messed up my parlay. I'm a little disappointed about that. Y'all lost by 9 to a lesser Chicago team. Kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, when you play in a monsoon rainstorm like that,
My thing is, so the 49ers, we're known them as a running team. So in weather like that, you should run the ball more. That was just common sense. So I could
Yeah, I feel that, but I don't think they like their running backs.
Yeah,
running back.
And didn't
You
Mitchell
talking
get
about
hurt?
Debo Samuel?
Oh, that is their running back.
Okay.
so I feel like do what y'all do best. Like
Hand Debo the football.
Yeah, run the ball, play action. I don't know who y'all throwing to. Who Ayuk? I forgot who else out there. Kittle. Is Kittle playing?
Kittle playing.
Come on, man. Like, come on.
No, Kittle was hurt last week. He was hurt last
Do
week.
what y'all do best, man.
Is he playing this week?
the
Is this
ball.
Questionable.
Interesting.
Run the ball.
I'ma still pick them, but I don't know. I Seattle's just not talented, so they had no reason being in that game last week.
Yeah, at all.
I'm going to pick the 49ers because there's no way Geno Smith looks that good again. Geno Smith was looking...
I mean,
At one point-
pretty pedestrian numbers, but I think he only missed like one.
No,
pass
at
or
halftime
something.
he was 17 for 18.
Yeah,
For
he
164
That's sick.
and 2
against,
touchdowns.
as
They did
much-
nothing in the second half.
Exactly.
but-
As much praises we giving this Denver defense, that was just horrible.
I'll get to them in a second.
Yeah, I don't want to go too deep on Denver, but yeah.
Geno looked... His first half was really actually pretty good, bro. Like, I
was.
can't be mad at his first
I mean,
half.
it was a lot of
took
short
all the smart
passes.
throws.
Yeah,
But
it was
that's
a lot of.
he
took
looked
all the
like
smart
a top
throws.
tier game manager. We
And
won't
then
say
he
it
made
like
that one play where the blown coverage on the tight
When
end for the
he threw it to the
touchdown.
left.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to look like Geno Smith this week. So I'm actually going to take them covering. I think it's going to be a 10-point win.
They
Like,
wrote me off,
exactly
but I
10.
ain't right back.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that though.
That shit hard. That's going to be a caption of mine on Instagram shortly, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that's a
The
Drake
Drake
lyric.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm still going to use that shit.
Light skinned niggas gotta stick together.
Bengals at Cowboys. No Dak Prescott.
Yeah, we're going with the Bengals.
Who's Cooper Rush? No.
Yeah, it's Cooper Rush.
Cooper
Jerry
Rush?
Jones said it's Cooper Rush.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals. It's really crazy how Jerry Jones is usually the coach. Says things like that. He's literally
He is the coach. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, we know it ain't Mike McCarthy. Lord
Facts.
knows.
Yeah, we're going with the Bengals. I feel like I speak for everyone when I say that.
Fuck yeah.
Bro, I don't think I'm picking Dallas
Ever.
at any point. Yeah, and not
Ever.
at least not until Dak gets back.
Did they play the Jaguars this year?
My thumb hurt.
Yeah, give me the Bengals. The spread is
7.5. Cover.
Give me the cover.
Cover.
Even still, Dak didn't play well at
Stop
all.
everybody that has a Bengals uniform, bro, including the defense, bro. Like, everybody.
Everybody.
What's the name coming back? T. Higgins. I think he had
Right
the
now, he's
concussion,
questionable
right?
with a concussion.
So that means probably not because they're gonna take the
Concussion protocol.
they're gonna take the cautious route there. But
Because it's the Cowboys.
yeah, that too. This is
You got the week up.
this is practice football right here.
Mhm.
I think Jamar Chase is gonna go crazy.
He got
Mhm.
to. For some reason, I do think one of the Cowboys is gonna get a pick, but that's just the way.
Joe Burrow be slinging
Yeah.
that thing. He gonna put it in harm's way one time.
Yeah, at least.
Broncos, Texans. Give me the Broncos to win this game. I don't have them covering the 10-point spread, though.
Yeah.
But I do believe that Russell Wilson has a bounce-back game. This offense looks a lot better than they did. It's just a lot of miscues, a lot of wide-open guys missed. I do think that you do put the game in your quarterback's hands at that point.
Yeah, that was. I'm sorry.
I hated that call.
I would have just called a timeout
wasn't-
before 20 seconds.
Yeah, why? It was like
Get up, get the
50
first down,
seconds
spike
left.
it, get your kicker out of
literally,
there.
It was literally like 50 seconds left, and they let it run down
All the way to 20
like
seconds.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't really make sense.
It's just so many questionable
Then calling the
calls, yeah,
timeouts
at the end of that game
afterwards.
throughout the whole game, honestly. But one thing I will say, I like both the running backs for Denver. I think they did a really good job besides fumbling the ball
Inside the three? Twice?
Twice.
Oh,
Twice.
both of them.
Yeah, both of them did it once.
Jesus. But a lot of questionable calls. But Denver, I do think if they can put it together, they'll be pretty decent. But I said all I had to say. Give me Denver.
I hated the way that the first game coached. I think his last name is Hackett, the Broncos coach.
Anthony
I hated the way he debuted. I hated a lot of the decisions made. I hated the fact that Russ looked handcuffed. I hated the fact that my dog is being weird. London, stop.
Broncos Nation.
Let's ride.
Let's die.
No, real shit. They look terrible. They look terrible. I don't think they're going to look that bad again. Although, to your point earlier, Davis Mills did look well. He looked good, and I think he's better than what people realize, even if you look at his numbers last year.
Yeah.
I think he'll keep them in the game. Denver won't cover, but I think it'll be a close Denver win, and then they'll have to figure out how to continue from there.
Next game, Cardinals at Raiders.
Give me
Ew.
the Gamble City boys from Vegas. This is a 6-point spread. I do not think they cover. I have it in a 4-ish kind of range. But Devontae Adams looked like Devontae Adams last week. I expect him to do the same against a very average Arizona defense. What
was the score? I think they lost by like 7, right?
Who?
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
What was
They
it?
lost by 5 to the Chargers
So it's
last week.
24-19, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So even with, because Derek Carr did not play his best
threw
game
3
at all.
picks.
Yeah, and they still could have won the game somehow. But
I think the Raiders, I don't know why they're so over Josh Jacobs, but I think they need to get the run game a little more involved.
absolutely,
That's just a Josh McDaniels kind of offense, you know.
I mean,
wanna
they
pass
turned
the
down
ball,
they
right?
turned down his option and everything.
Yeah.
Like they're cutting ties after this year.
Running back by committee kind of offensive style.
And then to Arizona, who looked awful, they got dog walked by Kansas City last week. They lost by 23, but it wasn't even that close.
yeah.
I think they'll bounce back to some degree, which is why I say they'll cover that 6-point spread. But I do think they have some things to figure out. And if y'all been watching the show for a minute, you already know Spliff Kingsbury is not any coach that I respect.
I'm also going with the Raiders. I just think their pedigree is better than the Cardinals. Mainly, I'm talking about the quarterback. Yes, Kyler Murray is very talented. I'm not taking anything away from that young man. But I just think Derek Carr, along with those weapons, along with that defense, not too sure about
secondary.
that secondary.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
that
they
pass rush?
Yeah, they can get to him.
That pass rush?
I'm not too sold on that Cardinals offensive line either because Kyler was running for his life.
You already know Tyler going to scramble like a toddler.
Yeah, he looked exactly like that. But I do think, what's that over under?
Give me a second.
51.5.
So it's about 25, 26. I do. That may be over. I think that's over. I'll take the over.
I don't like either secondary, so
Yeah, I'll take the over.
I would probably take the over also.
Kyler Murray is missing DeAndre Hopkins at this moment.
You can clearly see that.
Um,
Clearly.
Also, week 1 showed me that clause in his contract might have been needed.
Yes, absolutely.
What about y'all man's Marquise Brown?
We only had like 1 catch.
4 for 43 and a touchdown.
I mean, that looked like
That sounds
regular
about what he would have had
Brady.
with us,
I don't know.
yeah. But he was never a number 1 wide receiver. We knew that. He just didn't need to be one in our offense. He was a
Yeah.
number 2 behind Mark Andrews.
The other thing about that is once D-Hop gets back,
That's about to dwindle down.
Um,
and they got Zach Ertz at tight end, and they got James Conner who also can catch the
I
football.
don't
Yeah,
like
James
James Conner.
Conner.
Though. I don't like James.
I
Conner.
like him for what they do.
I mean, he can catch and
Yeah, I'm
he
about
can
to say,
do
he's
okay
going to
running.
find the end zone.
Not to mention,
He had 10 rushes for 26 yards last week.
Did he get a touchdown?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I said well, he will find the end zone.
But I'm not sold on these Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray does need to. I know it was embarrassing, bro, but you need to get in the film room. It's just clips of where you can see stacked lines on your weak side, and you're not calling blockers over, or you're not seeing the people that are rushing. You're not identifying rushers to your offensive line.
Nothing. You're not helping. I don't know. Like,
It just looks like that you may have paid more attention in baseball than football. I hate to be the one to say it. I've
you
never
don't
been.
have to pay as much attention in baseball as you do football.
That's true too. I've never been a really, really huge Kyler Murray fan in and of itself, mainly because people think he's better than Lamar, which never made sense to me. But the Raiders cannot go 0-2 in this division and think they're going to even get close to the playoffs. So give me the Raiders. I do not have them covering though. I think this will be a 3 to 5 point victory.
Same.
yeah, I agree.
Packers at Bears.
I'm gonna go with the Packers just off the strength that I do not think Aaron Rodgers is going to allow that team to go 0-2. They look horrible.
Well, Aaron Rodgers doesn't lose to this team, so it's no way I'm picking Aaron Rodgers to lose to this team.
That's
right
exactly
now.
what I was going to say. You know, Aaron Rodgers is a part owner of the Bears,
Absolutely.
especially in Lambeau. Give me Aaron Rodgers, even though he is throwing to absolutely nobody out there. I will say this: the spread on this game is 10, which I think is wild.
Wow, yeah, that's
That
very
is
wild.
wild.
'Cause
The Bears
Packers-
cover easily.
Yeah, the Bears don't look. Yeah, I'm not even about to go that far.
And the
but-
Bears played over their head last week and got a good win. So I think the universe kind of evens it out this week
Yeah.
between these two teams.
Once again, I've seen the Packers look very bad week ones often. I don't think Aaron Rodgers loses 2 times in a row.
I think the Packers gonna cover this game because I think Aaron Rodgers needs it for his soul.
Pop a perk,
After the way he
go to
looked,
work.
after the way he looked last week, 7 points.
Papa Perk, go to work.
I will give him the benefit of the doubt. They should have at least had 2 touchdowns because Christian Watson
Yo, that
dropped
first
the most
play,
wide open
yo,
touchdown I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that was a dime,
Yeah,
too.
it was.
Straight in the breadbasket, straight to the ground.
He got 0 targets after that, and I feel like
that's an Aaron Rodgers
that's some
thing.
petty, spiteful.
That's what Aaron Rodgers does.
Yeah, and that's what
he
I'm
is as a
saying,
person.
bro. You can't just cut people out like that. He a rookie.
That's who he is as a person. Who came into the league with drop issues, so it should have been something that you wanted.
Yeah, but that he said game 1, you gonna do that?
Bills, Titans. Y'all know I'm going with my dollar Bills. Y'all know I don't like the Titans. They looked horrible last week, as I said they would against the Giants. Derrick Henry looked terrible.
Derrick Henry got leveled.
Derrick Henry
He
was,
did get popped one good
Yeah,
time.
I ain't-
Derrick Henry got to feel what it's like to be hit by Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
he got leveled.
But I think the Bills are gonna finish what they started. They came out really pedestrian. Josh Allen took a couple risks, but then he kind of got into the groove of his game and demolished the Rams. And I think they're gonna demolish the Tennessee Titans.
I'm also going with the Bills. I wasn't a big fan of Josh Allen, but I like him now. It's more so about the swag he has now. Like, he'll go, even if he turns the ball over, he's still going to be himself. And I always like a quarterback, like, okay, let's go get it again. So I think the Bills are probably going to light the Titans up.
Spread is
Honestly.
10.
Cover.
They cover.
I disagree. Give me the Tennessee Titans
To win?
win? No, they gonna cover.
He gonna say
Yeah,
cover.
you know how
No,
he
to
be.
cover the spread.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know how he be.
First of all, y'all know it's my guy Josh Allen, bro. He
his
gonna go
guy.
out there.
That's his guy.
My guy
bro.
Josh Allen gonna go out there and put some numbers up, bro.
People
Same
that
way
watch this
he
show
marched
know
down the
that that's
field.
my guy, not
Bro,
his guy.
That's
his
cap, bro.
guy,
Wait, bro.
bro.
When you draft somebody first in a dynasty league, that means you gonna have them for the rest of their
That's
career.
his man.
That's my guy.
That's his
Nice guy.
man.
That's
bro.
my guy. But either way, my guy came out and scored his first drive against the Rams. He had a little lull period, then he picked it back up at the halftime. I think this game kind of does the opposite. I think he'll struggle early, then pick it up heavy between the second and third quarter, and then probably,
The only
coast out
person-
to the finish line.
The only person, I think the Titans got who? Jeffrey Simmons and Kevin Byard.
Bro, the Titans defense has been overrated since I don't even know.
For like the
Yeah.
last 7-8 years,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't even know when they labeled their
Since they had the DC from the Steelers, what was his name?
Oh, Dick.
Dick LeBeau,
No, they had the DC from the Steelers, and then they had our DC.
Dean Pease.
DP.
Yeah, but who was before Dean Pease?
I don't know who. I think Dick LeBeau went there too, didn't he? I thought he did.
Is it him?
Dick LeBeau.
The
I
Bills,
think so.
yeah, he left and went to the.
And then Dean
Titans.
Pease. It was it was. You're right. It was Dick LeBeau and then Dean Pease. They've been overrated since Dick LeBeau. I don't think that they've been good ever.
Like I said, the only really person I like from there is Kevin Byard.
I don't know. Fuck the Titans.
Yeah.
Next game.
Vikings at Eagles.
I struggle with this.
It's the toughest game to pick.
I struggle with this, but then I had to think about it. Is Kirk Cousins playing a night game?
Yes.
Give me the Eagles.
I'm taking the Vikings to win this game. I was a truth on the Vikings. I think they're going to win this division. I think they're going to not ask Kirk Cousins to do so much as he's been in the past. I think he likes his head coach. I think his head coach likes him. I think this team is going to usher in a nuance. And I think they're going to win this game. I think they're going to start 2-0.
So I'm gonna have to. I really, believe it or not, I like the way the Eagles' offense played last week. They got Jalen Hurts actually running the ball. He actually made some good throws. Give me the Eagles. I like the I don't know. Justin Jefferson's going to have a really big game, and I don't really see it happening against this Eagles defense. Even though they got lit up against the Lions. They got lit up.
So, after Kirk Cousins started his Monday night career 0-9, he's won the last 2. But I will tell you this.
Who was it against?
So I don't have the full list of games. But what I will say is this. If you lose 9 straight, I'm not going to believe you at the 2. And I now I have the whole list. He beat Chicago twice.
Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm still taking the Vikings.
Okay.
Like I said, when it comes to the fantasy players, I'm definitely starting anybody in the Chargers-Chiefs game.
Wait, hold on, time out, hold dice. I'm sorry for cutting you off. The most recent game against Chicago was December 20th of last year. He was 12 for 24 for 87 yards. Give me the Eagles.
I'm still picking the Vikings.
That hope Dalvin Cook ball out.
He probably balled out in that game. That's why
I would assume he had to.
Probably balled out in that game. I'm starting anybody in charge of Chiefs besides defenses. I'm probably starting Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Lamar Jackson, Rashard Bateman, Mark Andrews, every running back to me in the Jets. Browns game. I don't know how I feel about starting people in the Commanders-Lions game. I guess Antonio Gibson and DeAndre Swift. I might stop there.
I'm definitely starting DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Colts, Jaguars. Probably only starting Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman. Bucks, Saints, Michael Thomas, and
shit, Juice went off. I don't know.
He was targeting Juice a lot. If you're in a 4-point PPR, Jarvis Landry, ladies and gentlemen.
Juice did get targets. I would probably also start Julio.
Because Julio got all the AB targets.
Bruh, I told y'all about that man, Mike Evans.
I ain't doing this with you.
I'm starting Julio.
Saints, Panthers, I'm definitely starting Saquon. I'm definitely starting Christian McCaffrey, and I'm definitely stopping there. Steelers, Patriots, I don't think I'm starting anybody in that fucking game. Rams, probably just Cooper Kupp.
I actually got to start Najee.
I would start Cordell. I'm starting Cordell.
I probably would start Cordell Patterson.
I got to start Najee.
Maybe Kyle.
Maybe Kyle.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Even though he's not going to catch a touchdown.
Yeah.
Damn. 49ers, Seahawks.
Debo.
I don't think I'm starting anybody in this game.
No, I'm starting Debo.
I'm definitely starting Debo.
Bengals, Cowboys. I'm starting Jamar Chase.
I might be starting DK for the Seahawks because who plays corner in San Fran? And they targeted him hella times week 1.
True. I'm starting Jamar Chase. I'm starting Tyler Boyd. I'm starting Hayden Hurst. I'm starting Joe Mixon. I'm starting anybody that's an offensive skill position for the Bengals, bro. Joe Burrow, everybody. Who the 4th string wide receiver? Start him because he's going to score, bro.
Probably is. And T. Higgins hurt?
Yeah.
Start him.
Broncos, Texans. If they have a Bronco on their jersey or orange-colored jersey, I am playing them. Cardinals, Raiders. I'm probably only.
Start everybody offensive.
I'm definitely starting Devontae. Let's
Devontae starting. Waller, I'm starting. Hunter Renfrow looks like he's losing some targets because of Devontae Adams, which we all thought would happen.
They also have Mike Williams, don't they? Or no, he's still in San Diego.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chargers.
Yeah.
Whatever.
On the Cardinals side, I mean, the Raiders' defense is bad, so I guess you are starting Hollywood. You're going to start James Conner. Probably going to start Zach Ertz.
Kyler Murray.
And Kyler.
Yeah, and Kyler. Packers-wise,
A-Rod,
Aaron Jones, and A.J. Dillon.
I'm not starting the running backs after what I saw week 1.
Okay. But that's all they got.
That's my point.
All right. Titans, Bills. You got to start Derrick Henry, but that's where it stops at for that team.
You're starting my guy, Josh Allen. I'm starting Diggs.
Jersey. Gabriel Davis.
Yeah.
I'm starting Devin Singletary.
I'm not going to take it that
starting
far.
Devin Singletary,
I'm not
bro.
going to take it that
starting
far.
him, bro. It's the Titans.
I know James Cook fumbled in his first carry, whatever it was. They're going to let that man touch the pill.
They was giving the ball to Zach Moss before they started.
Zach Moss looked like the best running back of the night on either team.
He did. Which is crazy.
That is a wild
Cam
statement.
Akers did not play for the Rams last week.
That's wild.
But I wasn't even
I don't
sad.
know what did he do. Like he really in the
I don't know, but
doghouse, bro.
it was what the head coach said after the game.
He
He has to make the most of his opportunities.
Yeah, that was wild to me, bro. That was wild.
Yeah, what your dude?
My man came back from Achilles super early and helped y'all win a Super Bowl, bro. That's wild. Vikings, Eagles. I think I'm starting everybody at a skill position. I'm starting AJ. I'm starting JJ. I'm starting Miles Sanders.
Starting.
Never thought I'd say I'm starting Miles Sanders. I'm starting.
Yo, I started Miles Sanders week 1 and he scored a touchdown
he
for me.
balled,
Let's
bro.
go, Miles
Starting
Sanders.
Miles Sanders. Definitely starting Dalvin Cook.
He balled, bro.
Anybody got anything to add?
Well, I would like to add that I'm in 5 different fantasy leagues and I went 5-0. So you might want to listen to me over here, especially about his man's Mike Evans.
I went 4-1. Sadly,
I think I went 0-1.
it be like that sometimes.
Man, Aaron Rodgers really played.
Yeah, if you had Aaron Rodgers, I'm pretty sure you lost this week.
He paid
Facts.
Pretty sure you
Unless you had
lost.
Saquon
Yeah, or JJ.
or both.
Yeah, which I did in one league. You know how that should go. We are Disqualified Opinions. Our opinions are validated. We still selling T-shirts, so if you want a T-shirt, hit us up at disqualifiedopinions@gmail.com. We gone.